A kind day to you all, I'm Kinsmarck, and I'm reporting for duty once again in Interstellar Marines, which I acquired the full version of shortly after my first couple of episodes as I was very impressed with what I played. I'm essentially picking up where I left off, and a number of you have advised me regarding certain errors I made in the previous episodes, alerting me to several things I didn't know, like the fact that one can and should shoot out lights, that sound is a critical aspect of concern, that I am in a simulation, and that stealth is essential to one's operational survival. The game has also received several updates since the last time I covered it, most notably having recently updated its engine to Unity 5, improving its visual quality and performance. Now, I'm re-attempting the mission I failed last time, Assault on Star Crown Aerospace, and I aim to carry it out this time. So let's refamiliarize.
Mission update. Star Crown Aerospace is ITO's largest supplier of space avionics and research.
Check.
In preparation for their next project, we've been assigned to test the security of Star Crown's main research and development facility.
Check.
Infiltrate the compound, locate the vault inside the research laboratory, and download the schematics of the Altair program.
And check. Alright. And prior to any contact, I should suppress all of my weapons, except of course for my taser, which is already a pretty quiet weapon. And I can't recall coming at this from this particular angle when I first attempted this mission, which means that certain aspects of this are actually randomized. I kind of like that. I have a feeling I'd run into you out here. So, as per the previous episodes in this series, this may get a little slow-paced, so settle in, as I intend to take this as methodically as I can. And among the many things that some of you let me know in comments on the previous episodes that I'm attempting to keep in mind is that audio is of imperative importance, and that I should not sprint, as it will attract a lot of unwelcome attention. Alright. So let's see. Can I make it inside there? I think as I head inside, I'll switch to my SMG. All's quiet so far. Let's see if I can keep that up. Alright, I recognize this. So either I've come at it at this angle previously, or all of these hallways look the same. And each seems rather plausible. Anyone waiting for me? Negative. Alright. So, assuming I can't access red panel doors, I have this one. Huh. Alright, choices. I think I'll check the left first. Anyone home? No. Alright. I remember now, as well, the oppressive atmosphere of this game. Because I can't tell whether it comes across in the recording. There's a very faint and subtle just ambiance to it. It's very slight noises, like the churning of a fan, the air pressure of an AC. There's no music to speak of, and it's that heavy silence that just creates anxiety because of the lethality of the combat. And that my enemies, mechanical as they are... Ooh, hello. Who are you?
This key card gives you access to the officers' building.
Alright. Excellent. They aren't exactly going to deviate from any patterns. And they also aren't exactly going to chat and let me know when they're coming. So, let's see. I can't tell whether those panels do different things. Alright, let's see. I need to infiltrate the inner perimeter, because I think I'm still in a periphery structure. Currently. Alright. I hear movement. Who's coming? Where are you? There you are. Alright. All single shot kills. All silent. Well, primarily silent. There's always the clack of metallic corpses hitting the ground. Far favorable to fully automatic weapons fire, however. Alright. So
This is a large facility. A viable tactic is to divide your team to cover more areas.
You know, I would. If I had a team to split up. Because, I don't know if you noticed, I'm kind of infiltrating on my own. I just wish I had a cardboard box. Then my infiltration would go off without a hitch. Alright. So...
The gate to the main research building is controlled from the security building at the center of the facility.
So that one, I assume. Alright. Which of these is the officer's quarters? Is it this one? You look semi-fancy, as far as military standards are concerned. Or at least, military contractors. I hear movement. Oh, hi! Uh-oh. You heard nothing?
Picked up a dispatch for reinforcements.
What? I didn't even... Alright. I hardly made any noise at all! I see a keycard. Let's just get that and go.
This key card gives you access to the security building.
Excellent. That's what I need. Alright, I hear him coming. Come on. Ah! How many more of you? I know I hear more movement. Reload. I know you're coming. Alright, those footsteps are moving away. It's right underneath me. Come on. You're making me so nervous! Come on! Come on up and fight like a robot! Where are you? You can't flank me, can you? I keep hearing you, like, right at my rear. Come on. There. Alright. Okay. I kind of made a mess. Let's get the hell out of here. And again with the audio. I think I mentioned this when I first covered this game. Sometimes the sound effects, the location of them with respect to oneself is kind of off, because some of these sound effects sound like they're right there-ish. Right. Okay. What the hell? What am I hearing? Oh, hi. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Whew. This just got way louder than I'm comfortable with. Alright, let's try this again, now that I've knocked a little rust off. And see if I can keep from alerting them. I'm calling down mechanical hell upon myself. I am at least a little proud of some of that hip fire. It was effective. Until a very inopportune reload cost me my mission. So I suppose I'll collect a couple of keycards and resume then, so that you all aren't watching me retrace all of my steps. Keycard the first, and keycard the second. And I'm not even inside yet, and already it seems I have company. Alright, come on. I can handle you. Whoop. There you go. I could have sworn you were upstairs. Of course, maybe someone is. Oh, man. There's such a sense of weight to that audio. Ah! Alright, third time's a charm. Or perhaps not, because the cards aren't where I last recall they were. So apparently, aha, there we are. So let's try this again, shall we? I can hear you moving. And robo-roaring. Alright, where are you? Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on. Alright. Really? How many of you are there? Am I in the clear yet? Alright. I wasn't actually wanting an answer. Okay. At least I recover health. So there's that. Please tell me this is at least the right place. Alright, no one's in here. Let me reload. There we go. Alright. So this should open that.
You first need to retrieve a key card from the offices area on the top floor.
Alright. I can't recall having such clear objective direction when I first played this. Perhaps I simply hadn't made as much progress as I have this time, because I can pretty readily reach at least this point now. Ooh, could have sworn I heard movement. Alright. Let me reload so that I'm not making nearly as much noise. Wait. Why is that shut? Please tell me I can open that when I come up to it. Can I not? Ah, oh, come on! Hi. Who's in there? I'm sorry. Did I catch you in the robo restroom? Sorry for leaving you out of the party. Alright, so let's activate this again and apparently move very quickly. Because apparently that likes to shut. Alright. I kind of wonder whether it had to do with my getting detected at all. Whatever, let's just move. Alright. Made it inside. So, she said, "Hi! You don't see a thing." She said on the top floor. So that's where I'm headed. Ah! Alright. I'm still alive. And still kicking. Let's just shake off some of that damage. Alright. And I think the reason given for why I'm able to do that is because this is you startled the hell out of me. A training scenario, and we're thus using taser rounds, so I can kind of shake off the electrical impulse. At least that's how I make sense of it. I think that was stated at some point. Let's head upstairs. Higher movement. I don't like that they seem to inhale. It's creepy and unnatural in a sort of uncanny valley way. pierced each of his robo-ears. Fantastic. Reinforcements are exactly what I want to hear. Okay. No! Alright. Fantastic. I'm still alive. So let's just keep moving. So I'm on the lookout for a key. Let's stay objective-centric here. Also, let's reload. Because who knows how many of them will arrive with any given wave. Because sometimes it's a couple. Sometimes it's a few. And sometimes it's an entire squad. Alright. This doesn't look like the right area. Alright. Why am I suddenly moving so slow? What? Why am I suddenly moving so slow? What happened? I seem to make less noise. Did I hit a key without realizing it? I have no idea. Alright, whatever. I'll work with it. Because it's actually working out well. Alright. So, I think I need to head in there and one of those rooms off to the left. Oh! Hi! Creepy the way they hiss. Seriously. Alright. You are simply restroom facilities. Alright. I'd laugh if it was sitting on a sink in there or something. Essentially simulating someone who was forgetful. Alright. I get the glare and the dust on the visor. Like, it obfuscates my vision, so it's inconvenient. It's still a very nice touch, however. And I think I actually recall someone saying, aha! There we are, keycard. That I could lift my visor. I think it was G key? No, that's the laser. Was it V for visor? No. H? Aha! There we are. Oh, and I can actually still kind of see it as an overlay. So that removes my HUD, and yet it gives me total clarity of vision. So it's a sort of give and take, and I kind of like that. Alright, let's see.
This key card grants you access to the vault inside the research labs below.
Excellent.
Check your 6. Reinforcements inbound.
Don't give me specific orders like that! Alright. That's the one that's down. So actually, I think if reinforcements are indeed inbound, I'll find a position I can hold with one entrance. So how's your day? Mine's going alright. I mean, robots, what you gonna do? Just another day at the office. And I think the AI chick lied to me again. I still can't trust her. Lady, you're why I have trust issues. Alright, never mind, I heard a hiss. Where are they? So the whole reinforcements are inbound thing is simply to say that all of the sentries I removed downstairs are likely replaced. However, it seems they have not any knowledge of my current position. So I'm kind of curious, where does this lead? Onto the roof. Alright. Interesting. Wait a minute, where does this lead? Is this kind of outside? Alright, well, this will keep me from having to move through those corridors in there. Alright, so let's move quietly. And, alright, so this is putting me on very nearly ground floor. Alright. Again, those freaking targets! Okay. Now, which of these locked. Alright, that was open. Maybe it's an elevator I need. Probably an elevator. Let's see. Can I enter? What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Where the hell is that coming from? Alright. The startle factor is real. I hear you. I hear you. I kinda see you through the floor. Alright, let's keep moving. Never mind. I'm not sure I want to move in there. Whoa! Where did you come from? Right. Retreating into a corner. Where I can at least cover all of my entry vectors. Hopefully. There. Anyone else? Reload. Alright. Stop that! I hear you moving! What was that? Because that chime is the sound of a door opening. I feel like I should head into here, and yet at the same time, I don't wanna, because it's so open. Alright, where's the lower level? That's what I need to find. This is not it. This is just a storage warehouse. Okay. Could have sworn I heard that chime on this door. Alright. Maybe it's in here. Right. The stairs lead further down. Alright. Alright. I'm an idiot. I admit to this. Okay. I'm actually kind of like shaky right now, because this... it lends itself to such tension. And this looks kind of advanced and important looking. Yeah, this is looking kind of space age. Alright. Let me guess. Yep! I knew it! I knew you'd have pincer security. Where are you? I hear you moving. You're coming from that way. Hi. So they move in patrols of 2. Alright. I'm still not sure why I'm moving so slowly. As I mentioned, I can't actually complain all that much. I mean, the sluggishness notwithstanding, I like making less noise as I move. So, comment if you have any idea why that is. Alright. I can't say I like leaving a door at my 6, however. I need to move forward. And I've never made it this far. Alright. Which way to go? I'll check this end of the corridor first. Since this is kind of an underground facility, I think I'll start following the Spelunker's rule. Always hang rights. Alright. Yet another storage room. So, now what? I heard a door. Alright, so that looks like a sealed door. Maybe I head in here and activate a panel? Yes. Alright. There we are. Alright, let's move. Not too hastily, however. Alright. Is this what I'm here for?
The Altair project schematics has been downloaded. Exfiltrate the facility to this waypoint. Silent alarms might have been triggered. Check your 6.
Alright, fair enough. So... now I just need to make it out. So what does silent alarms mean? A reposting of the sentries? I suspect that's what it means. Alright. Why is that door open? Ah. Alright. I'm not so sure I want to just stroll out the front door. It seems like that's kind of an inviting option, actually. Yeah. Alright. Sorry. Thank you for the data. Alright, I'm kind of freaked out right now, because this is way too quiet. I'll attempt to exfiltrate the same way I infiltrated, since I should have already picked off those sentries. Were you reinforced? Nope. So, can I leave the way I came in? Hopefully. Let's post on the door. Uh-oh, I hear movement. Come on. I'm in the home stretch. Uh-oh, why are those doors open now? Just move. Just move. Reload. Move. Alright, still no contacts. And the exfiltration point is actually this way. I hadn't actually checked where that was yet. I probably should have. At least it's working out well. Alright. Let's head outside. Man, my heart is actually kind of racing right now. It's... Whoa. I heard movement. Alright, you know what? Speaking of... I'm sorry! I'm gripping my mouse so tightly, I accidentally squeezed off a couple of shots! Sorry. You know what? Screw it. It's time to sprint. Just move. I'm in the home stretch.
Objective completed. Overall performance was acceptable. Stealth tactics must be improved. Training
Yeah,
exercises included.
that's probably a fair assessment. I kind of went a little out in certain places. Although in some cases, avoidance wasn't an entirely plausible means of engagement, because they just kind of came at me, and I think circumvented some of their patrols fairly well. So I can certainly say that a lot of the things that some of you imparted upon me, some of the advice I was given, certainly came in very handy, because again, the audio imperative is much more influential upon enemy's ability to detect you than I necessarily realized. So that calls it for this episode of Interstellar Marines. I will attempt the Neurogen incident in the next one. I am Kinsmarck here at Last Level Press, and as always, I wish you all good gaming and Godspeed. Kind day to you all, I am Kinsmarck, and I'm reporting for duty once again in Colonial Marines. I said Colonial Marines, didn't I? I meant Interstellar Marines. I've committed heresy. I'm so sorry. Alright, let me try that again without invoking such a catastrophe. A kind day to you all, I am Kinsmarck, and I've yeah. That like threw me off. A kind day to you all, I am Kinsmarck, and I'm reporting for duty once again in Colonial Marine. God damn it! Why do I keep saying that? God damn. Oh, that's why. Because that's what's written in my fucking script. Because I'm an idiot. Maybe if I wrote the right title. Okay, alright. Take, what am I on, 5? An Interstellar Marines, which I accomplished the full version of? Acquired. A kind day to you all, I'm Kinsmarck, and I'm return porting, because I corrected the word mid-word, and it didn't correct. I keep meaning to collect all of my outtakes and actually edit them into a cohesive thing afterward. And I never do. This episode, yeah, this one's kicking me to do so, because it just won't stop. Which I acquired the full version of shortly after my first kerfuffle